Beach Nerd TV. Hello, hello, it's Captain Zip Tie here. I'm going to show you a little trick. If you have a vehicle that has taillights, like I'm working on this Telluride today, if it's got taillights and say they're a little bit too red, as is this case, I'd like it to match the body panels. So we're going to tint these out. But being that we've got different curves, we don't really have flat surfaces, so it's going to be a little tricky because most tint does not bend and flex, and you're going to end up having bubbles. I'm going to show you a technique that I found out. I did it over on this side already. So here's what that looks like. We're doing the high level brake light here. When you put your saran wrap on, but what you want to do is you want to cover up the entire brake light and get as many of the wrinkles out as you possibly can. Not quite necessary to get every single one of them out, but just so it lays relatively flat. Smooth out any air bubbles, and then once you've done that, you're ready to go ahead and trace out the borders with a permanent marker. Make the job a whole lot easier with this quick little tip. So, because this part is flat, that's primarily what we're going to be focused with. And right now what I'm doing, let's see if I can get the camera trained in on this, is we are just merely marking the difference between this air pocket and where we want the tint to go. That's on the saran wrap. Now we've gone ahead and put it on our 35% light blocking tint, and I've cut out this piece of tint actually that's just a little bit oversized, so I'm going to go ahead and, with scissors, now cut this out. So from this point I'm going to go ahead and remove the saran wrap, and then these really sharp corners, we're just going to go ahead and round those off so when the car goes through the car wash, it doesn't yank this strip off. Separating the tint is super easy. Just get a piece of tape, put it on either side, and then you're going to go ahead and spray this with your soapy solution so it slides. And it's got 1 drop of liquid soap detergent in there. And we're going to go ahead and peel off the tint and apply it and see how it looks. Alright, so now I've put on the tint. It looks a little lumpy, a little bumpy because we haven't flattened it out yet. I'm taking off the saran wrap, and yeah, so far it looks pretty good. Okay, let's flatten it. What we're looking at here, this is the rough part. I'm still working on that. This is the part that we are working on currently, nice and smooth. For the most part, we're just getting out the bubbles using a credit card here. All right, so here we go. This is the finished product. We've got most of the bubbles out, and still working on it a little bit. I might later come back and do these side reflectors. And by the way, this seems to be a technique that is universal, that it'll work on most any vehicle, but you can actually see the difference. So we've got this section is untinted, this section is tinted. So you can see this is that line that we traced out. This part I've left for now, just for illustrative purposes, so we can see exactly the difference that the tint made. If you liked this video, please feel free to make comments, like, share, subscribe. Those all make a really big difference. It basically helps the algorithm. I like to share knowledge. This helps get that knowledge out to those that could possibly benefit from it and use it. This is Captain Zip Tie for Beach Nerd TV, signing off.